This is a review of the Philips Norelco QT-4050 vacuum-powered beard trimmer. It is one of two models currently out right now. This is the one that's slightly cheaper. The next model up has a different front face here that shows the battery life and a couple other features. For me, this is a replacement for the Norelco T980 Turbo. This guy I've had, I swear, for 8 years or so, probably more, and I'm getting an upgrade or a replacement because the battery no longer holds a charge, and I will be shaving, and due to the pressure I will have a number 3 become a number 1, which is never ideal when you look in the mirror and half of your face is stubble and half of it's a beard. So that being said, I just wanted to kind of go through some of the neat little differences between these two guys. For me, this was a must, not just because of the battery, but because of the mechanism to adjust the height settings. You'll see you got a millimeter measurement chart there, and you've got an inch measurement chart there. The old guy had none at all, except a number in here you could barely kind of see. The way this guy went up and down was a circular turn, which you can maybe hear a little bit there. Now, the new one is phenomenal. It feels rigid, it's secure, and it's not going to change its setting mid-shave. So here we go. It just sounds good, it feels better, and it also gives you a hell of a lot more depths to shave at. I was comparing the old manual for the T980 to this guy, and you're looking at almost twice the amount of settings for the new one. And for example, a number 3 on the T980 is going to be equal to a 4 millimeter on this one. So you're looking at that. So for me, I used to only have 3 settings to use on the old one: a 3, a 2, or a 1. If you count where 3 would have been on the old guy to what I now have, this is a 3, this is, 3, a 2, a 1, a half, and a 1. So that's almost 4 additional settings below the 3 that I didn't have before. Now, a lot of people have complained about the chamber of this guy. It is difficult to pop open. That's it closed and secured. It does not come off easily. You're going to have to use your thumb to kind of get in there and just pop it like that. And then instead of taking out a chamber, you just kind of dump it like that. But I think it'll work. It doesn't seem to hold as much as the old guy did. The old chamber was much bigger and easier. It popped out much faster, just like that. And then you just dump it somewhere. But I'm willing to sacrifice that old chamber for this setting feature on the side. Everything else is the same. The top's the same. This is going to go along your face the same. Only one of the noticeable difference I saw was that the size of the old guy is just slightly bigger than the new guy. So not a big deal, but just something I noticed. In terms of power, it sounds the same to me. This is a turbo. I'll turn this guy on, and then I'll turn this guy on. It has 2 settings. Here's the low. To me, it sounds identical. So, not really worried about suction power. And last but not least, I really like this kind of rubberized back feel to it. Much more grip. Doesn't feel nearly as large as this guy. This guy's shiny. It had a little bit of rubberization right along that, but again, not really ideal compared to this one. This one is extremely well gripped. So again, this is the Norelco QT-4050 review.